Been performing here for quite a while. Please put your hands together for Brent Katz.
My leg hurts a little bit. I shot myself in the leg last night. Apparently that's not so uncommon. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I wasn't even planning to do that, so now I don't know what to say. No, everybody's drinking tonight. Wow, there are a lot of people here. Y'all drinking tonight. That's good. I don't drink. Not because I have any moral problems with drinking. It's just that I'm just really afraid that I'd be a drunk because I could never go to AA meetings because I know I could never sit around and watch a bunch of women tell stories about how they used to be sluts. I just be by the punch, see you in a minute. But everybody's really surprised that I don't drink, and which is probably why I have a hard time getting a job. But no, and people always seem to be really, freaked out that I don't drink. But the real awful thing about not drinking is that you never have an excuse for being an asshole because, there's always a chance somebody's going to forgive you for peeing on them, if you say you were drunk, but, the sober guy. But, so, I don't know. I think the hardest addiction to get over would be sex addiction because, you go to these meetings and everybody there are sex addicts, So it'd be like having a Weight Watchers meeting in a Krispy Kreme, It's, but honestly, I don't even know if this is a real addiction because, as far as I can tell, the only difference between me and a sex addict is women actually say yes to a sex addict, But I think that's why. I think that's why they're all famous because, I promise you, if I had my own hit TV show, I'd probably get the shakes too if I wasn't getting laid 5 times a day. So, okay. Anyway, so I'm an uncle. I know that's a strange transition, but, they're 5 and 7. Yeah. So but I'm an uncle, and I'm trying to be the cool uncle, take my niece and nephew to cool places. So they wanted to go apple picking recently. So I took them apple picking, and it was great. We had a great time. I don't know, people do this? No? Yeah. Wow. People actually go apple picking. Wow. Cool. We went, and the thing about apple picking was it was kind of it was kind of strange because we had a good time, but there were all these guys. It was kind of annoying because there were these Mexican guys in the orchard just laughing their ass off as we were doing their job for them, and this is like going to a restaurant and paying extra to do your own dishes, But at least I didn't go for the deluxe package where you hang out by the 7-Eleven and wait for a red pickup. But anyway, recently I've been into my heritage, getting to know my own heritage, because as a white guy in America, it's kind of hard to get in touch with where you're from and everything. But I'm lucky. I know somewhat because my mom's actually from Hungary, so I went to a store the other day and they had this magazine there called Young and Hung. So I went in to see if I could learn something about myself, and apparently young Hungarian dudes like to wear assless chaps with your boners hanging out, which, I already kind of knew, so it wasn't much help. But, so, I don't know, but honestly, these, I find it interesting because there's all these porno magazines. They're always trying to be competitive, do something new. Playboy's got the interviews, and what is it? A couple years ago, Hustler, I think, they were doing this thing where they're giving $1 million if you can out a politician. Beaver Fever throws in a Brazilian every once in a while. So, there's one porno magazine that remains consistent to its audience every year. You can look up any issue of any year of Big Butts magazine, and the cover will be exactly the same. Not that I read it, but I see it. It's a woman She turns. This is the first time it's a visual. It's the first time I've done the visual, so it might not work. But she turns around. She looks over her shoulder, down at her big butt, with like total surprise. Like, oh my God, is that my big butt? I can't believe my big butt. Oh my, it's so big and it's right there. And I don't know. The great thing about this is it's Big Butts Magazine. They know their clientele. You know, they know it. But I'm not a porno guy. I'm not. And I'm not trying to impress anybody because I'm sure it's a little too late for that after the visual. But I'm not a porno guy because I always feel like the women could be doing so much better with their lives. You know, because they're attractive and they've got skills. I saw one where there was this woman, she was able to stick a whole cucumber up her ass. And I was like, you know, with this kind of skill, I'm thinking there's so much other stuff she could be doing. Like, imagine how much, you know, heroin she could get through customs, you know? And I gotta think that, you know, I gotta think the money's a little bit better. I mean, at least you get frequent flyer miles, right? So, you know, I don't know. I think I was actually, I'm a little out of it right now, because I was a little late coming here tonight. So I ran in, I saw these, a couple fighting on the street. And I could be late for a heart transplant, and I would still stick around to watch a couple fight on the street. I don't know if anybody's with me on this, but because there's nothing better than watching a dysfunctional relationship. They're really, you know, unless of course you're their kid. But there's nothing better. It's, you know, the best is late at night. Sometimes you'll see like couples fighting, they'll be drunk, and they'll say these great things. I'm the only one who likes this, right? Yeah, I saw this one couple, this girl was screaming at her boyfriend. She's like, "You only like me for the sex." And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. I mean, she must be great if he's willing to pull up with this crap, you know? I mean, whoa. But I understand how these relationships develop, because I know for myself, you know, I get into situations way before I should get out right away. I was talking to this one woman, and I was hitting on this one woman, and she was telling me that she's divorced, and the reason she broke up with her husband is because he couldn't deal with the fact that she was bipolar. And instead of walking away, I decided to stick around as if I didn't hear the second part of that sentence. And, you know, because I'm sure I'll be able to handle this. I broke up with my last girlfriend because she got moody on Mondays. But I'm sure I'll be fine when I come home. The bird's missing, and, you know, Schizo's there coughing up feathers because she forgot to take her meds. You know, but I'm just going to leave you with one last thing. I think my biggest problem with women is I'm never satisfied. You know, a lot of guys have this problem, but I used to work in I worked in an office for a little while with a lot of women, and there's this one absolutely gorgeous, hottest woman in the office. And, you know, we started to become friends, and finally I got the courage to ask her out. And I felt really good about myself. And she's one of these, not only was she hot, she's great heart. She was one of these people that make you feel good about yourself. And she's telling me, you know, when you asked me out, she's like, you know, I always thought you were cute, and I told a bunch of the other girls in the office that you asked me out, and they're all kind of jealous. You know, as this absolutely beautiful woman is telling me this, all I could think about is, you know, who are these other women? You know, I mean, who? God, I need names. Damn it, did I screw up? Why did? Oh God. Anyway, I don't know. I gotta go because Akasha's right there. But you guys have been great. You're awesome. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Brent.